This is going to be a proper unboxing because the team at FootJoy have just sent me over the brand new FootJoy Fuel Golf Shoes. I hope it's the FootJoy Fuels, otherwise I've titled this video all wrong. But they're sealed, I've not opened it, the delivery man has just dropped them off, so let's open up this parcel and take a first sneak peek at the brand new FootJoy Fuel Shoes. So for those of you who don't know, the Fuels released, I think 2 years ago. That was the very first time. It was a brand new design for FootJoy, and this is the Fuels' first iteration, so to speak. So, there we go. I was right, and we've got them, by the looks of things, in this white and blue colourway. So, let's unbox these for the first time, and you get my very first impressions. I was a big fan of the original Fuels. They're a lightweight golf shoe, but still have a good amount of traction. There's a real focus on performance, comfort, and the fact that they are a lightweight shoe. And wow, I think these are even lighter than last time around. In fact, I've got the old ones right here. Yeah, I think they do feel just a little bit lighter, just a touch. Now here we go, let's take a look at these new ones here. So, you've got still the synthetic upper, which is kind of unusual for FootJoy. The majority of shoes that they do is normally their Pitard's leather or just a regular leather. But yeah, this is a synthetic upper and it's keeping this very sporty design. Now they retail for £140 here in the UK and they are available now, so I will include any links to buy them down in the description below. And while FootJoy have done an update to this look, they've still got the smooth upper at the front and then this textured upper at the rear, similar to what they did last year, but that certainly had a redesign and reconfigure. The key update to this one, really, by the looks of things, is what they've done with the outsole. Because whereas the previous version, the original FootJoy Fuel, borrowed heavily from the outsole of the Pro SL, now the new Fuel seems to be borrowing very heavily from the outsole of the new Pro SLX. So you can see here that you've got this kind of ridge design on this outsole now around the perimeter, same as the Pro SLX. It's not the exact same design, they've certainly modified it for this shoe, but it's certainly taking inspiration from the Pro SLX. Now, because this is such a lightweight shoe, FootJoy have had to make sure that they do something about the stability of the shoe because they still want this to be a performance golf shoe. At least that's what I believe they want this shoe to be. So it's comfortable, it's lightweight, but it still performs out on the course. So one of the key ways that they've done that and to ensure the shoe has enough stability is that they've got what they're calling this power clip. It's a TPU piece of plastic. By the looks of things, it's one piece of plastic that goes through the midsole underneath there, goes right the way through the shoe and out onto the other side as well. So you are getting a fairly good amount of, twist resistance in this shoe, which is really surprising given that it is so lightweight. I'm going to stick these shoes on in a second so I can give you my initial thoughts in terms of sizing as well as comfort and fit. But taking a very quick look at the updates to this shoe, interestingly what they've done is they've actually got three kind of main different textures and patterns going on with this synthetic leather outsole. So first of all, as I said, you've got this synthetic leather, as you can see. At the heel of the shoe and going around on the ankle, you've got this textured material. You've got this smaller logo there, and then you can probably see a slight texture and color change in the rear that you've got the logo bigger behind it. You've got a textile collar there, and you can see there's some kind of pattern into that. You've got a very, very small heel pull. That's what we like to see because I'm pretty sure it's smaller than the previous version looking at it. But now I think I actually prefer the design given that it's actually got that texture and stripe going through it. Wasn't the biggest fan of that heel pull on the rear previously. The midsole foam is actually something that they have changed as well, I believe, because looking at the blurb on the website, FootJoy are now just saying that this is a EVA foam and it's geometrically designed, geometrically optimized EVA midsole foam. So I guess they're saying proportionately, they're trying to give you the maximum cushioning that this foam can provide. In the previous version, the foam was Strato Light. So Strata foam is FootJoy's, I think, most comfortable, softest, energy absorbing foam. Strata Light is a more lightweight version of that foam, but it seems that they've done away with that and now they've just got a more generic EVA foam in there that FootJoy use. You can see in terms of design, it goes from white at the front to a light blue in the middle and then to this dark blue navy in this colorway. You've got this square geometric pattern there. It's like a hot melt material, I suppose, kind of going on the front of it around the laces, so it gives it a little bit more texture. You can just see that shining in the light there, hopefully. And then the tongue it's got a little bit of padding to the underside of it. It's just kind of this neoprene, I don't know whether it is neoprene, but that kind of feeling material at the top. And then as you get further down, then you get a bit of padding. If you're looking for a comfortable, lightweight pair of shoes, then the Fuel range was certainly the range for you. And now this update might still be the range for you. Let's go try them on. One thing I've noticed putting these new ones on compared to the previous is now the tongue isn't as attached to the side. So in the previous Fuels, the tongue was kind of actually part of that upper, or at least it was stitched to it. Whereas in this new version, that tongue is far more traditional. But I tell you what, the padding on the side of the tongue really feels that my foot is snug in these shoes. Now, like normally with all FootJoys, I tend to find I need to go down half a size. So I'm normally a UK 9 and these are a UK 8.5, and definitely that feels like the right size for me. So I still recommend going down half a size in these shoes. First thing I notice with these on, as I say, is that real kind of locked in feel. Very, very snug with these, surprisingly snug. The foam underneath feels, on first impressions, comfortable enough. It doesn't feel hugely soft, but that's not surprising just because it's a pretty bog standard EVA midsole foam by the looks of things, and there's not stacks and stacks of cushioning. It doesn't feel particularly high on the instep or the arch or anything like that. And it doesn't feel too shallow on the toes. They're not rubbing on the top or anything like that as well. So very, very first impressions. They fit pretty similar to the previous FootJoy Fuels, and they do feel incredibly lightweight. And they feel pretty stable as well, so certainly far more stable than a pair of running trainers or anything like that, even though these definitely have a sporty, athletic kind of look. I'd love to know what you think of the update to these brand new FootJoy Fuels. My very first reaction seeing these from unboxing, I'm a big fan, and I just still can't believe how lightweight they are, but they feel like they're gonna give me pretty good performance out on the course. So I really can't wait to test them out, hopefully tomorrow morning. Tap the like button if you found this video helpful. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date with all my latest shoe and golf tech reviews. I've got the review for this Huawei GT5 Pro Watch coming out very, very soon, hopefully my next video. And if you're curious where this new Fuel got its outsole inspiration from, then why not check out my full review of the FootJoy Pro SLX, which I'll include a link to right here.